Actually, I always tell people, from parents, from young kids, when they ask me what subject they should be able or they should take in the university, I always don't encourage them to go to business school. Although I were a dean of business school before for some years, I guess the most important to me, as you already picked up from the newspaper, some very senior leaders in the education sector even asking for more funding on technology research in Hong Kong. I totally don't believe it. I think as a society, Hong Kong already done too much. I think we already mentioned there are a lot of, emphasis on putting weight, funding, program, orientation, emphasis on a lot of practical, technical subjects. I guess we are more important as a society. Let's go back to humanity. I think without good humanity program, we won't have a good science program, we won't have a good engineering program, we won't have Nobel laureate in science and technology without a good people who can think, who can create ideas and communicate ideas. So I think in a sense, I think Hong Kong must be going back to a humanity society. Let's gain back our power of love, respect, and faithful hopes. I think a very simple benchmark, whether we are a good society, we are a society with all the 3S. I just came back from mainland 2 weeks ago. I was in Taiwan for the last 5 days. I think a very simple benchmark, whether Hong Kong been improving, we are more happy these days. It's very simple. Go to a street, assuming you are a stranger. Ask people on the street the direction where you want to go. You can tell whether this is a happy society, whether it's a soulful society. Unfortunately, I think compared to 3 Chinese society, I always think Hong Kong probably ranked the last when you ask a stranger on the street. I think most of the time people turn away scared and feel you are doing something harmful to them. I think if you go to most of the city in mainland, most places in I was in Taichung last 5 days. Of course, I stay in Macau most of the day today. I think Hong Kong really not putting more money on technology. Let's go back to gain people's trust, love and care, and have a faithful hope for our young people. I think that's what the change of the direction for education here. Thank you.
Thank you. This is why I always love him. Okay. Samson.
Yes.
What do you think is the young leaders for Hong Kong?
Yeah, I agree with Professor Ho's. Hong Kong really different kind of core value. Instead of just chasing technologies, that although I'm pushing the government to understand the importance of technology, but I do believe that pure technology or basic research is not really the thing really in Hong Kong. Mm-hmm. And if I need to comment whether Hong Kong is moving in the direction of a knowledge society, I think yes, but very slow compared with our neighbors' cities. And if we define a knowledge society, we have knowledge creation, knowledge retention, and knowledge communications. And I think Hong Kong is definitely strong in knowledge retention because in the past 20 years, Hong Kong was very focused to build our professional service. That means we have the lawyers, doctors, engineers, civil engineers, this and that, and we are really professionals. But I think that is not enough to really, that is not enough for us to go to the future. And very important is knowledge creation. I think that is the biggest part in Hong Kong. And many reasons for that. And one reason is Hong Kong, so definitely we don't have, we have good universities, but we don't have good, enterprise to convert those, concept or knowledge into, innovations. And Hong Kong is based on a lot of SME. We cannot compete with those Japan or Korea with those big companies about how to use applied technologies into turning into the products. Therefore, I think it's really, I think the last reason why the knowledge creation we have problem in Hong Kong is there is no incentive system for knowledge workers to create wealth through their knowledge creation. Not like in the States, they have a lot of venture cap, a lot of funding, so that those new young guys or creative guys, if they have a good concept, they can create wealth. In Hong Kong, say you can count those top 20 or top 100 most wealthy guys in Hong Kong, they are all from the old industry. Therefore, in Hong Kong, there is no incentive for knowledge creations. That's number one. Second is knowledge retention. I think that is, we are doing pretty well. We have very professional managers, we have very professional process. I think that is the strongest part in Hong Kong. The third thing is knowledge communications. How knowledge can communicate from one corporations or individuals to others. I think that is not very, has not been done very well in Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, those collaborations among corporate is very seldom. And I think this is very important for us to tackle in the future as well. And like in Japan, in Europe, they always have those knowledge cafe to exchange the view and communicate knowledge. While Japan have every Japanese after their office hour, maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, they will go to drinks. And that is the best place for them to exchange knowledge and information. But in Hong Kong, everyone go to karaoke maybe, or different place. Knowledge cannot be communicated easily and or effectively. Therefore, I really appreciate today's conference or forum is really a place to communicate knowledge.
Thank you very much, Simpson. Thank you. I remember this one of the interview between the President Zhu from the Hong Kong UST when after retirement, Zhu Gingmo Gao Shao. He mentioned about Hong Kong is lacking of innovation and also lacking of the resources to provide innovation. But I certainly find that actually one thing I read the books, of course, from Peter Drucker about innovation, as what Simpson said. Actually, innovation is not a technological term, and actually it's a social and economical terms. Innovation is not invention. Innovation is how to put your ideas and knowledge and turn into practice and turn into reality. As you mentioned about how to convert knowledge into innovation to become a tradable and commercial products and process, not only about technology, but about maybe management. And actually, all the speakers mentioned about, well, creating a soulful society and how to create a free society and how to get the knowledge transfer and communicate. You all mentioned about education.